And good afternoon, everyone. I didn't know if I was going to be on camera, but I guess I will. Let me just put this right here where we can talk. This afternoon, bringing you some information, Sarah Dyer is our University of Georgia Ag Extension Agent here in Dade County. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing good. The county wanted me to come on along with you to talk about something that has just went out earlier today statewide. And our Agriculture Commissioner, Gary Black, put out basically a press release. Tell us a little bit about what might be happening here with some seeds that we don't know the origin of.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you for having me on today. I'm unfortunately coming to you with a little bit nervous news, but no reason to worry. We just want to bring to your attention that the Georgia Department of Agriculture has been notified that Georgia residents have received unsolicited packages of seeds, and they're potentially coming from China. This is something you may have seen circulating on the media or on the news, as Evan has mentioned, but it is true. Georgia residents are going to their mailbox, they're opening up that mail and looking for normal packages, and they're getting something they never asked for. They never ordered any seeds, but they're receiving a package that has seeds in it that are not identified, and the packages do have Chinese writing on them. So at this time, the Georgia Department of Agriculture wants to make sure that everyone is exceedingly vigilant and making sure they don't open these packages. Opening the packages of these seeds can cause concern or issues in our food supply.
Sarah, one of the things we do know that has been residents and farmers in Georgia receive these packages, but you've not been alerted on anybody in Dade County themselves, right?
Correct. We have not had anyone let us know that in Dade County they have received these packages. We are trying to get this information to you before you ever do receive one, if you might.
Now, are they coming by United States Postal Service, UPS? Do we know the origin of who's delivering the packages, or could it be just anybody?
At this point in time, it's unclear if it is one service or not. So be aware no matter which service is coming to you.
And from what we've also been able to find out, this is not the only state that they're getting these type of seeds, if you will.
Correct. This is a nationwide issue. So this is something that has originated all across our country right at the same time. Multiple states are facing this problem.
I know that they do not want us to do anything with them if you except mail them back. Is that correct? Or what should they do if someone tomorrow gets in a box or a package and they open them and there's seeds in there? What should they do with them?
That's a great question. So the first thing we want you to do is make sure you do not open those packages. Leave the seeds in their sealed package and go ahead and place that package in a Ziploc bag. On that Ziploc bag, include your contact information in case anybody has questions, and that way we will know if anything has arrived in Dade County. And then we ask that you send those packages directly to the Tifton Seed Laboratory. We do have the address for that. We can type it in the comments and I'll announce it here as well. But we want you to send it directly to a laboratory that's going to find out what those seeds are, because at this time we do not know what these seeds are.
That's the concern, that number one, somebody would send you something unsolicited. I mean, you could understand that if there was a farmer that, basically made their living that may get seeds, but an individual, nobody's just going to send you seeds, and especially it's not going to tell you where they're from, and it's going to have some kind of foreign writing on there. That's the one you want them to be suspicious of.
Correct. This is a product or a package that you have not ordered. That's the biggest concern. There's no rhyme or reason as to who these packages are going to. It could go to your neighbor, it could come to you. It's not just to farmers, it's not just to homeowners at this time. It's a very new situation. So we don't know at this time who it's going to, if there's a pattern by any means. But the biggest concern is that these seeds potentially could be invasive species. Invasive species can wreak havoc on our food supply and our agricultural farming here in the United States. And that's what we want to avoid.
Yeah, and you said it right off at the beginning. Just if you get one, and not everybody will, but if you get one, you need to know. You need to put it in a Ziploc bag, and you need to mail it to the laboratory that is going to be on the screen at some point here in just a few minutes. You would like them to call your office just to let you know that they received one and they're going to be mailing it on to Tipton. Correct?
Sure. You're welcome to call our office and let us know. We do not necessarily want you to bring those seeds to us. As Evan has mentioned, and I will reiterate, we want you to mail them directly. So you're welcome to give us a call, make us aware of it so we can share it with the community to be watching out for this situation. However, don't really bring them into our office. Just go ahead and mail them directly to the Tifton Seed Laboratory.
Now this is changing because I think you had already said that you'd got a couple of updates already. We had received some press information on it. The county had received some information on it. So the Georgia Agricultural Commission, along with the commissioner, Gary Black, they're trying to get out in front of this to let everybody know that if you get it, this is what you need to do with it.
Yes, sir. That's exactly right. We're trying to take the proactive approach to get this in front of you before you check out those seeds and just wonder what it is and plant it in your garden. That's what we don't want to happen. Although it may not cause any issues, we don't know that for certain. It could cause a lot of issues, and that is the main concern.
Has this type of thing ever happened before?
It's debatable. It'll be depending on what we find out these seeds are, if they truly are an invasive species, if they are here to potentially harm our native species and insects or cause issues to our food supply. But agriterrorism is a real threat. Agriterrorism is where there's invasive pathogens from animals or plants introduced into our food supply that our food supply has never seen, and that our farmers and our crops and animals are not prepared to fight.
Well, it sounds like you're definitely prepared, the state's definitely prepared, and all we need to do is to be conscious of the fact that we may get an unknown package mailed to us and just mail it on to the Tifton Seed Laboratory. I'm going to give you an opportunity. How can some folks get in touch with you? And if they've got questions or, I think Carrie's already put this in the comments, but those of you who may be at a later date listening on radio and television, where they need to mail it to, give the address and everything.
Absolutely.
I'll step out.
Yes, sir.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Thank you.
So the Tifton Seed Laboratory address is P.O. Box 1507, Street 3150, U.S. Highway 41 South, Tifton, Georgia, and the zip code is 31793. Again, I'm Sarah Dyer. I'm the Agriculture and Natural Resource Extension Agent here in Dade County on behalf of the University of Georgia. Extension in the state of Georgia represents 3 different legs. That is Agriculture and Natural Resources, Family and Consumer Sciences, and 4-H Youth. Our role here in the local community is to bring the research, the science, and the information from the university level at our land-grant university, the University of Georgia, here to the local community. Our goal is to translate the science of everyday learning to provide a better Georgia. That is our goal.
Hit that address one more time slowly.
Our address, the address of the Tifton Seed Laboratory to send any of these packages directly to so that they can identify and research these seeds is P.O. Box 1507, Street 3150, U.S. Highway 41 South, Tifton, Georgia, zip code 31793. And if you do want to let us know if you've received these packages so I can be aware in the community of Dade County, feel free to give our office a call. Our office number is 706-657-4116. Thank you.